Hey all, this is Val here with another Dungeon Hunter Champions video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing Kendrick the Nature Pirate. Alright, so I got him a while ago. I got him from the actual pirate, the very first pirate banner where he was the only guy in there. Took me about 600 gems, but I did get him. He is a great unit. I use him everywhere. I actually was using him in SW10. This was when his skill 1 was broken. His skill 1 is now fixed, and this guy does great damage. I mean, he just does great damage. He's a good buffer. And let's jump into him. We're going to start with, as usual, with his skills. So his auto skill, skill 1, is going to be pistol shot. Fires a bullet dealing damage to target enemy from a distance. This one deals bonus crit damage. Active skill 1, well placed shot. Fires his flintlock pistol dealing damage to the first enemy hit and knocking it back. On a critical hit, this also inflicts ongoing damage. So real quick here, the first two skills, our auto attack skill gets bonus crit damage. The first active skill, well placed shot, actually does OGD on crit. So already we've established we need to build this guy with 100% crit. So that way we can take advantages of both of the extra abilities on these skills. Moving on to active skill 2, Mark of the Pirate. Fires a flare over the battlefield that explodes into a skull and crossbones, striking fear into the hearts of his foes and inspiring confidence in his crew. Lowers defense of all enemies under the flag and raises attack of all allies. So basically, you're going to do a lot more damage because 1, he's lowering their defense, and 2, he's raising your attack. So you're going to be able to take advantage of that with increased attack power. This is an excellent skill, and it causes your units to do a lot of damage. His third active skill, Bombardment, signals his loyal crew to fire a barrage of cannonballs at a location. Each volley damages enemies in the area. Critical damage dealt ignores a portion of the enemy's defense. So here again, we have a third skill that is talking about we need crit. So loud and clear on this, we need 100% crit because ignore defense is always a great thing that causes you to do a lot of damage. Now his synergy trait is increases attack of all allied champions by 25%. So that is amazing. So you're going to do more damage, you're going to lower his defense, you're going to get bonus critical damage, and you can also increase their attack. So this guy is just an all-around amazing unit. He does incredible damage, and he really is an excellent buffer. Let's take a look at the gear that I have on him. Right now, I have him built Adept Keen. Now, I really wanted to build Immortal, but at the time I had him, I did not have enough Mortal gear to go around to everyone. So I did go Adept. My thought is we want to keep that OGD going. We want to keep the pirate buff up. And so that's why I built him that way. I went attack, crit rate, attack. Because again, we need to take advantage of the crit for his first, second, and third skills. So here we go. Let's take a look at his stats. Here's the stats. Right now I have 24k HP. I'm not happy with this. I forgot about him on Rune Removal Day yesterday. I didn't get to him, so that was a bummer. He does have over 600 defense, which is what I wanted at minimum. He has 100% crit rate, 41% accuracy, and 1300 attack. Now, accuracy I did want more of, but again, I forgot to work on this guy on Rune Removal Day. And I didn't plus 15 his key gear pieces, which will give him more attack. I don't really need to plus 15 this because he's already at 100% crit. Now, there are times... Now, I didn't plus 15 this because he's already at 100% crit. Now, there is an instance where you would do that, and that is if you look at your other pieces. Let's find one here with critical attack. All right, so if you look at this piece with crit rate, it's only 4-star, obviously something I can replace. So if I wanted to replace this and say I couldn't get a crit piece, say I got a crit damage piece, then I could come into here and I can actually raise this, because at max level this will have 63%. So that will give me plenty of playroom to eliminate this piece as crit. And even if I find one with a lower crit, I could come in here and raise this just a few levels to make up the lack of crit on whatever piece I get to replace it. So that's the situation when you would actually think about going beyond 100% crit, and that's when you want to swap out pieces for a different stat. In this particular case, it looks like this is the only one that has that extra crit. So it would be, I could gain maybe crit damage here, I could gain more attack here, just depending on what I have available in my inventory. So that's his stats, that's his gear. He is just a really, really, really good unit. Now I'm going to show you something super crazy, because this is how I used to use him. I haven't done it in a while, since I got my 100% rock solid, rock safe team. This team is just awesome. So we're going to take out my Fire Snake Lady, and we'll put in Kendrick. Now my fastest run with this team, not with Kendrick, but with the Fire Snake Lady, is 1 minute 16 seconds. We saw that in my account video previously, my account progress video. So let's go ahead and we'll see how Kendrick does in this run. Now I know he is the opposite element, but don't let that fool you. I used to run double Nagas here in that double Naga group. I actually ran the Nature Naga, and my Nature Naga never died. My Water Naga died constantly, and well, not constantly, but if someone died, it was the Water Naga. That's just how it went. It was the weirdest thing. My Nature Naga never had any problems. Even Mojo, I never had any problems here. But let's target this one, and just so we can see the damage and what he's doing. Now he is rain, so sometimes you'll see the numbers will be off screen. But he does have 100% crit, so every time he uses that skill 2, he is going to be dropping OGD. Oh, he got hit pretty hard there. It's alright. It's that damage over time is just working its evil magic on him. No worries, no worries. We should be able, Zinnia and Zevron should be able to keep him safe. Oh no, we lost our Snake Lady. No worries, no worries. We're still good. Like I said, I have lost Snake Ladies before. With this team, typically it just keeps going. It's already slower than our typical run, but we lost Snake Lady early. So, and we're done. 1 minute 30, 14 seconds longer than my quickest run. I really don't count this because it was already dead. Ooh, we got a disc for summons. Awesome. Awesome. Let's take a look at the numbers. Here he did 128k. He's right behind him. So it wasn't as great as it could have been due to some people dying. It wasn't the most greatest run, but again, he does have elemental disadvantage against this, so he doesn't always get his OGD in. However, he does keep his defense, his attack buff up. If they had lived, this would have been a much better run. Actually, you know what? Let me do this with... So, let's show him in Elder Drake. I'll skip this. Now, the reason why we took out Snake Lady is because Dr. Synapse is going to get a bigger bonus from Kendrick's attack buff skill than Snake Lady will. While it will matter her and she will do additional damage, we're going to see better numbers when using Dr. Synapse, a unit that purely is based on attack, straight attack damage, versus OGD damage with like a Snake Lady. So that's something you want to keep in mind. You don't want to use them with someone that all their damage comes from OGD. You want to use them with someone who gets a great bonus from attack. So ideal units to use with him would be any of the Blade Masters, the Warlords, the Berserkers. All these guys take direct damage of an attack benefit because they deal damage directly through attack as opposed to indirectly through OGD damage. That's just really the only thing you have to keep in mind when deciding who to pair Kendrick with. You're going to get the best bang for your buck that way. one of the things I'm going to show you is what it's like when you do run him with Snake Lady. Now, when everything goes correctly, you can actually kill the boss before he takes off due to the OGD damage. So I've actually cleared this before in about a minute, like 4 seconds around there, just because of the OGD kills him before he can. He actually takes off. I take that back. He does take off, but he immediately in the air dies to the OGD damage. So 2-minute run, that's pretty typical of any, you know, good, decent ED team. He goes off, he lands, he dies. And that's what we saw here. Let's take a look at the numbers. Here we go. You see Dr. Sinout's 428K, Kendrick 330, and then we've got Monis at 393. So as you can see, Dr. Sinout's just destroyed Monis. Like, that's this unit is a really good unit, and we are going to review him. And he's really benefiting from this, just like Monis does. But even so, Monis can't keep up with his damage numbers. So we're going to close this out, and I'll show you. Let's see if we can get the best scenario with Snake Lady.
A few moments later.
All right, and here we are. This is the main event. This is the guy we wanted. So let's see, can we get enough OGD damage? All right, we have to move a lot. The key is we can't really move that much.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Monis didn't drop his 2 OGD, and we got stunned. I don't think it's going to happen in this one. I mean, OGD's still going. If we had full stacks on him right there, that would have went a lot better. But, nah, not even close. We had to move. We all got stunned. So this is going to be probably about a 2-minute, 20 seconds maybe. Just because we did not get good damage on him at all. We really didn't. We did not get good damage. Also, you don't need the strip here. I mean, it helps with his roar. Getting less damage. But we could have brought Kai Wenji for more reliable heals. And just heal through the damage. Which wouldn't have been a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Oh, no. Zinnia got one shot. Oh, actually, no. It's about the same. About 2 minutes. Let's take a look at the damage numbers. I'll sell that. We don't need it. Alright, as you see, Monis just rules it. Monis just rules it. But you notice when we had an actual attack unit that didn't rely on OGD, because remember, we did get stunned. We didn't get a lot of OGD. 37 seconds only. So, Monis just in pure DPS. Just destroyed it with the help of Kendrick. You gotta remember, Kendrick is not only doing decent damage himself, but he is buffing the damage of everyone around him. Even Zevron, who is completely neutral to the boss, did more damage. So, you have to remember that when bringing him. And as you see how this really didn't take advantage? The Snake Lady at 227 didn't really take advantage of Kendrick's abilities. That's why you want to bring him with more attack-oriented people. So just keep that in mind. If Kendrick, you feel, isn't serving the spot you want him to serve, make sure you look at the team around him and that you have him in the best team for him to take advantage of it. Because when we were in a different team, all 3 of our attack units were running pretty good damage. And you got to remember, they do have the advantage here. She even had the advantage, and she did way less than Kendrick did. So keep all of that in mind when building around them. Just because, you know, you may run like that SW10 run we just did, where it's like, well, he's at an elemental disadvantage on top of that, and we weren't running him with units that would most benefit him. So you can see the difference between when you do that and when you don't do that. So that is key. Make sure you look at your team around them. When you have the right team with Kendrick, he is going to shine, and he's not going to let you down. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, you dudes and dudettes out there, stay frosty.